Which meant he was climbing up me, and this is where he landed.
Red flag to a bull. Of course, absolutely bull.
Now, is this why you said that he's your comedy crush now, other than his obvious comedic chops?
There's so many things. Yes, we had our wonderful hanging romance will go down for all times.
So in the film, I loved there was a bit where, Jason, you said, I want to have a face-off.
Hey guys, and welcome to the Celebrity Expert, your #1 source for all things TV shows and celebrities. And in today's video, we're going to look at celebrities who are obsessed with Jason Statham.
Jason and I met at Paul's office to just kind of, we're going to read through a few scenes and just see, what we need to adjust. And literally, Jason read like 3 pages, and we were laughing so hard. Paul's like, I don't want to do anymore. I don't want to do anymore. I'm not changing anything.
Did you forget? I am undercover because you're not supposed to be here.
You really think you're ready for the field?
Before we begin with this video, here's a quick and an easy question for you all. Can you all name the latest movie that is going to be released for Jason Statham? If you know the right answer, let us know in the comment section down below, or stick to the end of the video, which is when I'm going to reveal the answer to this question.
You wouldn't think of Jason and me. You really wouldn't, and we didn't meet before the shooting. Stephen was simply sure it's the team. It's like this, and it has to work, and it will work. And I think it did.
Action stars are not as prolific as they were in the 80s or 90s, but there are still some of them around. One in particularly is known for his voice, impressive driving and fighting skills, and his accent.
They actually are supposed to be like this in the movie, the 2 characters, and they have to find things that they have in common that are really connecting them.
How much do we really know about this British star? Now, we are of course talking about one of the most amazing actors in Hollywood today, Jason Statham.
I thought you were asking me if I was intimidated by him, and I was going to say yes. Because I saw him in a tank top, and the back is this big. It's insane. I was like, oh my God, he can really hurt somebody. Yeah. I don't want to do any scenes where he has to manhandle me.
Well, first and foremost, he's not just a karate kick and catchphrase. Unlike many of his action star counterparts, he has actually appeared in 100 of films without throwing so much as a paper airplane, let alone a punch.
Who is better at chess, you or Jason?
I was absolutely, there's no debate in that at all. Jason's terrible and I'm pretty good.
Right. Does he actually ever beat you?
He cheats. I mean, he'll beat me if he cheats. Yeah. I mean, of course you'll hear I hope you interview him later, because you'll hear a very different story.
Jason Statham began his career in earnest as a diver, gymnast and model, but he was truly announced to the world in Guy Ritchie's gangster favorite movie. Honestly, with his charm, good looks and gift of the gab, he could actually attempt to sell us our own body parts and would happily pay him a premiere. We'd probably even offer him a tip.
It was really, really fun. And he would get Paul would come in with the most ridiculously long, I'd get a line, or he'd yell something, and then he would come in with a full piece of paper for Jason. I was like, better you than me, and then he would do it. It was crazy to watch.
Crank could probably be his finest hour. It's a perfectly formed and knowingly absurd action movie with a simple, perfect premise. The stat needs constant adrenaline or he'll die. It's peak the stat. The casual way he blasts through his shopping mall and the Blue Brothers elegantly sets up the movie with as much destruction as possible.
He is very happy to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning and do daddy duties and let me sleep for an extra hour.
How lucky are you?
Yeah,
you don't even have to ask him, he just does it?
No, he's very hands-on. He's a brilliant dad. I'm very, very lucky, and he's a great partner.
Do you want a bigger family? Do you want more kids, or
I
are you okay with one?
Kids,
you want more?
Yeah.
Eventually. I mean, how can you not?
Yeah.
The stat is not merely confined to 4 wheels, he is just as good on 2. In a standout scene from this mostly terrible Transporter sequel, the stat somehow manages to outspace a car on a BMX and manages to do some sweet, definitely not showing off tricks along the way.
Hey everybody, welcome to HBO's Screening Room. I am, of course, Dwayne Johnson, also affectionately known, don't look at me like that, known around the world as the world's sexiest man. This is my co-star, the one, the only, Jason Statham. We're going to watch a scene from our new movie, Hobbs and Shaw.
Where's the remote?
We're going to talk about the scene.
Ever fond of rusty oversized stools? This forgettable rom sees the stat and Jet Li go toe-to-toe with a garden spade and a sledgehammer respectively. This is a man never more dangerous than when let loose in a local branch of B&Q.
I can tell y'all right now, that in this movie, Jason Statham doesn't blink, okay? All right? He is a real bad guy. When you're a bad guy and you don't blink, that's when it's real serious. He doesn't even want to blink to take his eye off the enemy. I'm telling you, this guy is a real villain in this movie. He doesn't blink.
Wait a minute, the Stat was in Collateral? Yes, he was. The Stat was in Collateral.
And we have this hate-hate relationship in the movie, but we grow together like brothers, and it winds up being one of the best relationships in the movies that that audiences love. And any opportunity I could get to tell Jason, I am gonna kick your tea and crumpets eating ass, dude, when the whole thing is over. I love it.
Take broke on enough, I like that. He's the best, dude.
He's the best.
In one of many balletically choreographed fight scenes from Transporter series, the Stat finds himself backed into a corner by a couple of goons who grab at his clothes. Handily, the Stat uses his unexpected disrobing as a self-defense tactic and a nifty opportunity to show off his hot bod. Then he greases himself up and wears bike pads and shoes. This is vintage. The Stat Fox.
Oh, he's such a very warm guy. I love him so much. He's so nice and he's so professional. And I'm really appreciate what he has done for me. He's so patient. You know, each time when, you know, we have so many scenes together, and he is so patient, and we practice a lot our lines, and he's so supportive.
Without movies like Snatch and The Italian Job under his belt, he has proven that his presence and delivery alone can carry his role in a film. The guy can actually act, at least within the range that he attempts to.
He's hot, and maybe it would have been tough if I was given the chance to only work with Jason, but the thing is, he brought his wife, Rosie Huntington, and I'm just saying the distraction was elsewhere.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen her?
But that's how gay I just realized I am. Right. I didn't even see her. I only think of Jason Statham. What is wrong with me?
In a landmark moment for late night television, the Stat plays Blackjack with Jimmy Fallon, in which the loser gets slapped by a giant prosthetic hand, an encounter historians later described as the Frost/Nixon of the 21st century.
Jason, talk about his movie. He's adorable.
He's adorable. Look at his face. Look at those dimples. Where's the dimples?
Sweet, funny.
I'll get a cup of tea.
He really, you know.
I'm sitting here.
I know, it's weird.
Talk about a film.
But, you know, when I went through my top 10 choices, and they weren't available, there was always, it's fun to be friends with Jason.
There's an excitement to it, I think. For women to kind of be attracted to the bad boys sometimes. It's just, you know, like you said, a little bit more interesting, a little bit more dangerous, a little bit more adventurous, not boring. And you're like, oh, he's boring. He's too nice.
That's too nice.
What is wrong with us? It's not right.
Although he often plays serious roles in his movies, it seems Statham has a more light-hearted side. While working on the set of Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, producer Matthew arrived in his brand new Porsche.
Jason is a very manly James Bond. And he has 50,000 gallons of muscle.
Okay.
Whoa.
50,000 gallons.
That he just muscles around his body doing lots of things.
Yeah, the scene where he's breaking out of prison, he gets to take off his shirt. I was just like, did he really have to do that?
Yes. Yeah, he totally did.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really necessary.
The son of London street seller, the Stat has gone from rags and riches, even dating top models such as Kelly Brook, as if he hadn't endeared himself to us enough already. I hope you already enjoyed the facts and the amazing things that I love about the celebrity macho man.
And so when this opportunity came along for me to do action, and with Jason, I'm a huge fan of Jason and I love his movies. I really couldn't pass it up.
Alright guys, that's it for today's video, and the answer to the question I asked you at the beginning of the video is Meg 2. If you got this answer right, then you're a huge fan of Jason Statham. Alright guys, we'll see you around next time with another brand new video. Till then, keep watching The Celebrity Expert. Bye guys.